Oh yeah, you know what? Let's use this. Let's open it for my phone. For that 2 minutes, that I think Snapchat 2 minutes is not finished. It was at that one.
Okay.
Thank you. Also have Mr. Albert.
Good day, my viewers all over the world, both in Nigeria and in diaspora. We welcome you again to another housing estate facilities, another estate project in the very heart of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos. In that of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos. So, opposite this estate is called Ibile Housing Mortgage. This is called Ibile Housing Mortgage Homes. Just close to the proposed Lekki International Airport. The Lekki International Airport is just 5-minute drive from here. The Dangotee Refinery, 20-minute drive from this estate. And we also have the Lekki Deep Sea Port, Alaro City, and even the Elegaza Industries. They are major landmark around this estate corridor. So, what we have here, we have affordable dry land. We have affordable dry land inside this estate, and we also have a housing facility, housing project inside this estate. We have 2-bedroom apartments, 2-bedroom apartments, and 3-bedroom apartments. We also have a 3 and 4 bedroom terrace duplex, 3 and 4 bedroom terrace duplex, and also have a 4-5. We also have a 3, 4, 5 bedroom fully detached duplex. Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 bedroom fully detached duplex as well inside this estate property. So it's a massive project ongoing inside this estate, and the beautiful thing is that there's a good system, there's a good payment plan in it. We have a mortgage system. The company has made things so easier for people to key in and to make it possible for them to own a housing project here in the heart of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, because there's a mortgage system, there's a mortgage plan on it. And today we came to officially launch this estate property. So it's a very, very good estate, and it has a good title on it. How are you? It has a good title on it. It has a CFO on it as title document, and government allocation on it. Government allocation and CFO inside this estate. So today we officially launch this estate.
Including the product college. Ladies and gentlemen, let me recognize and welcome my CEO, Honorable Saeed Musabawa, the Gambia CEO of the
To the product knowledge from the mouth of this of Lekki Aviation Tap Estate in Ibeju, Lekki.
Lord that brought all of us together. That the DRG bestowed to all of us. I joined the DRG because I wanted to become a billionaire. There's one Yoruba who said, "Orúkọ tá a bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni." And orúkọ téèyàn bá sọmọ ẹ̀, ó define ìtọ́mọ ẹ̀ máa jẹ́. Most of people just pass themselves and say, "This is billionaire group. Why don't I join them?" I pray and fast to make sure the DRG as a platform adopt me as one of their friends. I know I told you for a little bit before the RG will allow any developer to come to the platform, because at the end of the day, if anything went wrong, automatically the DRG sets the group up for failure. And the DRG accommodating the Harmony Garden has not made any mistake, because all the pledge from inception, we either go beyond that or we give exactly what we said we are going to restore to everyone. 2004, March 17, we assemble ourselves at the other side of this place. Exactly the number of those who today and the land. I made us realize that we are not just in the upland, we have 164 hectares we are to call Lekki Aviation Park. I know it may look bigger, and some of us will have reason to say, "Oh, when are we going to set that finish?" But I know the kind of products you are putting out there will make everybody who will invest their heart in money to appreciate and thank you later. Because at the end of the day, the only job of the rector is in form of a broker. You have to protect as a developer, you have to protect the interests of the investor who happen to be your own client. And I've been telling us all the time whenever we meet, I always tell us, look, nobody is buying land anywhere. What are they buying? They are buying you. They are buying your integrity. Before they see the land, you are the first person they trust. And based on that trust they have on you, they believe in the project. And they believe in what they call Harmony Garden. And at the end of the day, you are the really Harmony Garden. If anything went wrong, how many people know me in person? Maybe 10%. But they know you because you can pass their phone to my pocket, and I will have to give exactly what you pledged that you are going to give them. Every day we are on internet. At any platform or forum, we are there. 500 square meter per 1,000 square meter with infrastructure, with this, with that. At the end of the day, internet don't work. All those things you put on the flyer, don't forget that 90% of most of those who happen to be our clients, they are Nigerian in diaspora. They are used to litigation. They are used to get upset when they just take fights, just 5 minutes, and nobody announced to them before they will win in court. To say, why did you take light when you've not informed me before and you told me you are going to give me 24 hours of electricity? At that point, they are querying you based on their investment that you have commission on. And as a broker, they will still call you when they don't get to see the class A and B and C infrastructure you actually pledge on behalf of the developer. Permit me to use the better language I understand how to use very well. You people know I did not go to school. And that is Yoruba. I don't want to put you in there because somebody will be in your there, only that they are some. tó gba owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tí nǹkan yẹn wà rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ and you yourself don't even know how to go about it job bí èèyàn tẹ̀ ń gbà. In that regard ojú yín tí mò ń sọ omi ìtúbìtì yín you should not put it in water. Let me go back to that day. My mother here, representing both Harmony Garden and BRT, Pastor Geraldine, don't need to make that point when I said within a year to this time, you are going to have minimum of 100 houses inside the Lekki aviation camp. Today, we are around 225 housing. Some at 90%, some at 75%. We are discussing and somebody said, at least one prototype. I said, what do you mean by prototype? I don't use fake life. I'm not interested in putting one as sample. I've given you what I'm building and I've built exactly that thing I want to build. If I told you bungalow, I'll put it in a sheet that you know I'm just to put painting. I will not rush painting until the stage of painting. I will not rush staircase on the stage of that staircase. Anybody who look at the first building, second building, third building knew what is as a head cottage is going to look. We have the as a head cottage, not just as prototype. We have it exactly what we want it to look like. The only thing you've not seen is how the door is going to look like. You've seen what the kitchen will look like. And that is actually what I want to showcase to every one of us today. Yes, we are building bungalows. Everybody are there building bungalows. Have told us we are going to build a smart bungalow. A bungalow that those who actually live in bungalow will appreciate you and they will surely thank you even if you are not much here. Bungalow that can accommodate at least 5 people. Bungalow that can give you a wrap of compound that your children and grandchildren will actually be able to stay and pray for those who introduce them to that. And we are building terraces. The terraces is what you may have not seen what we look like, but in 1 month time, at least we have about 100 terraces on the platform that we should raise up. So along the line, what we pledge is what your clients are going to get. That is one. Let me now introduce the Ibile traditional mortgage system. We've been telling everybody. I look at it. I look at the environment. I overheard people mentioning mortgage. Are we truly practicing that mortgage system in Nigeria? At the end of the day, I don't want to use foul language. I realize it's looking difficult. Okay? If the BRT has given us platform to showcase better way to go about it, and the government have said, look, we are very much available. Every Nigerian can have meaningful life and actually access a loan up to 50 million naira. Fine. I could realize that with the economy, with the sort of material, building material, the kind of houses you build in this area at 50 million naira may not be the taste of somebody who has been renting flats in Ikoyi or Lekki phase 1, or that's coming from you, that has been paying rent 7 million, 8 million, 9 million to 10 million naira. You now want that person to go and buy home of around 50 million naira. It will look like you are returning into the class he doesn't want to stay. Okay, if the government can provide that privilege of 50 million naira through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, okay, Harmony Garden can also stand up at least for the first year on 1,000 housing units, where we should be able to provide privilege of if you want to buy a home that worth 100 to 200 or 300 million naira, then Harmony Garden will be able to give you access to that, where you pay the next 5 years. Do not forget that some of your clients are invested around 40 million naira on a plot of land. Don't forget when we launched Harmony Garden, it appeared we launched it at around 19 million naira.
19 million, 20 million.
Or around 20 million naira per se. That their investment at that point of 19 million naira now worth 60 million naira. Any of your clients that bought Lekki Aviation Town at 19 million naira now worth 60 million naira. That is the simple. I'm still very much available if you have Lekki Aviation Town land. I want to buy because I have a problem. The problem is land. I want to acquire more. I'm still fine. Anybody who have land here can now approach Harmony Garden. He valued the land and said, now I want a building. If I want a building, no, I bought it for 19 million naira. I'm very sure you are now selling for 16 million naira based on what I saw from there. I want to buy a home that worth 200 million naira. Okay? That land that I have, I want you to convert to 30% of the building. I'm telling you today that I'm going to buy about 60 million. The simple meaning is that the investment of 19 million naira will be valued to what we are currently selling Lekki Aviation Town. That means the kind of promise, pledge you as a rector give to your clients. We made it happen. We made it happen that they have value for their investments. Those who bought it for 25 million now value 60 million. Those who bought it for 30 million now value 60 million. Those who bought it for 35 million is that their investment has now become 60 million. Are they not going to pray for you? They will pray for you. The second value you pledge to them at that point, you told them that anybody you sell land through Lekki Aviation Town, they are going to have privilege to move into their own particular plot and start building whenever. Tell me any one of you that your client approach physical planning or LABCA for approval that it will not approve their building plan for them. You don't just go and approach physical planning or LABCA or land when you don't have a root title to leverage on. It's because the Lekki Aviation Town you sold to them have approved layout. Their new title, root title to leverage on. That is why none of your fans that started building have not got what you sold to them is perfect. Thanks to for changing the environment. Last 2-3 years, if you pass here everywhere, somebody sacrificed everything. Freedom, the name, and all my brother around this area are not doing perfectly well. The business has gone from where you put banner house and say you are selling land. It's not more easy. So that protects even the faces I'm talking about are my own partner, the stakeholder of Harmony Garden, who some people call Rector. Nobody will hold you for selling its one where they don't have access to. Last 3-4 months, I had the altercation from Rector on phone or whatever. When they can, for the past 3 months, they could not allocate to me. I said, is that my business? That's not my business. It's your business as a record for you to move to site. Them updates. Everybody knew the rain supposed to have stopped around July. The rain of this year did not stop until October. And it doesn't stop. No. How do you now expect me to stop nature? force majeure that I cannot control myself. If I won't be able to control it, automatically I will have to build underground cover. So if rain fall next, it won't affect your right to move to the land anymore. Then from the gate house to 1.4 kilometers, I stopped the main what they call it, then we are doing. I said it's better we have underground coverage instead of some of you people to try my job. The only thing is some people don't want to explain to me. Why did I allocate to my client? If it's not allocate to your client, we allocate to your client. Immediately you got to 80%. If your client will not wait, you can use alternative assets to go to their own port. Thank God that the kind that spoke with myself, they have the understanding and they appreciate. And today, I'm allocating to around 120 people. As you are here, some of the rest they are at the back here, where they are doing every kind of harmony guidance now to drive in to their own place. To say there's one drainage or water, and that is how it's going to be. The issue of water has been resolved. It can never happen in harmony garden anymore. In Lekki. So I just want to tell us in a simple language that if we are selling land, we should know we are selling future, because those who we elect today become our future, and if they remain our future, automatically we need to protect their future, because their hard-earned money they invested into 500 square meters in projects have to do with their own children's future. I just want to appreciate everyone again for getting Harmony Garden to where we have to be. Harmony Garden has become household name. The only billionaire that I think the billionaire young side of Harmony Garden is the Aspire and Coach. And probably that is Honorable Ibile. And I'm saying my personality with you. I knew lots of mentors who are also billionaires. I just want to remind you that you can get here where I am today, because I still have a very far way to go. You can get here where there is determination, education, when you're ready to protect your people, when you're ready to stand on your point and your work, will find you. Because you won't collect people's money and hand it over to me, and you expect me to allow somebody else to come and take their property. I've fight like your own. To protect those who invested their hard-earned money. That is why I can stand up and say, okay, I want to buy a new stock. The only reason why I buy is because I'm part of the act. I'm a billionaire. I'm not ashamed to say it anyway. If I stand before governor, I will say yes, I'm a billionaire. Some of the governor cannot proud outside or say it after that I'm a billionaire. Where did you see the money? Is anybody going to ask you that bought land for 70,000 and sell it for 50 million after 10 years? How did I become a billionaire? Nobody will ask you. And if they want to ask me, I will show them this is A and B and C. This is the assignment and contract of state of when I buy. And this is A and B and C of how I'm now telling you. I'm telling you again that the best business in the world, all the billionaires I've ever seen, they are money from the estates. And it's a huge entrepreneur is what happened. The hundred market is not. Let me quickly rush back to the reason why we are here. I won't allow us to sit down here without us actually understand each and every step of the whole world. People will say, some people are selling their bungalow for 60,000, 60 million. Some people are selling building for some different reasons. So I'm building a modern and smart bungalow that the launch price till March 29. I'm going to sell the 3-bedroom bungalow with people. Have you seen the rooms? Have you seen the sitting room? Not until February when you come back here before you go to see the kind of what we are building. We are going to continue selling our bungalow for 85 million naira. And we have the one they call as a cottage. I've told us from reception that it's a francophone design that I want people to come into Lekki and think they are in Paris. And that is the pledge. Don't forget that 2027 is closer, and that happens to be my pledge. Within 3 years, we are going to give the Lekki and function of a francophone that when you come here, you think you are in France. We are going to give 24 hours for you. Don't forget that everything we are doing has to do with centralized, and we are going to give that central, because I don't want anybody to call me when I don't have that strength. I don't want anybody to say, yeah, come and go to court regarding what your rector has put on the flyer. The Almighty God deal with us. We get so much fascinated with Lekki Aviation Town without looking at the prime locations. We touch and call 7th Citadel of Joy. Don't forget that we have Brownfield Estate. We launched before Lekki Aviation Town. We have Majestic 2. And we have Harmonic at 1 and 2. Thank you for sold out the Harmonic at 1. Don't forget that I pledge that starting from the 2016, despite that the harmonic food is not what you should give, the same item we give it to the Lekki Aviation Town. But we are giving harmonic the same thing. I'm not going to relate based on that, because when we are selling, it's at when we start, we should be able to honor our work. Because we sold it on low ticket, then we shouldn't give value. I want to pledge, and I want to tell you that the promise to you. By February, we are going to start the infrastructure part of the harmonic person. One, as you can see, the two where we are going, where our brothers, the parliament people also have their own of around 50 acres as well. Everything is moving with the way we need to have it. I don't know if there's a particular question I need to attend to regarding this building. We've said, okay, tell your clients to secure their home with 10%. That means if your client wants to buy our home today, the only thing they need to do is to commit 10%, which is 8.5 million. When they got to 30%, that's around 25.5 million. We allocate to them. The client can walk in and say, this is my own. Please, the way you do this room, instead of black tiles, I want white. Make my own white. Instead of you put here, please, this is how I want my own to look. We follow and we evaluate. And when it got to 50%, that is 42,500,000. We allow him to do it. What we are saying in essence is that within the first 3 months, we expect your client to meet up 10%. We expect within the first 6 months to meet up with 30%. That is allocation. And within a year, we expect your client to lock in and spread the 50% balance while She's staying with us already. She will spend a 50% balance for the next 4 years. That is the simple language to make it easy for them. That is why I said the kind of mortgage they operate in Nigeria is when they ask you to commit 20%. You commit 20% as if it's untaken. They are having interest on your money there. You continue, while they are showing you gold, if you finish, allow to finish. You continue pay monthly interest. And they've not handed it over to you. Do you borrow them the money with them before? If you put it at lump sum somewhere, I think you should have something on that. Or you pay interest where they still have your money in their pocket, but they are paying interest. Why they not hand over that house to you? Is that a mortgage? I want to operate the same mortgage that the people you are selling to. The one that I used to. When I bought my care home in the city, I commit 25% and the care home pay the remaining money. And after 5 years, I look at it, I want to spend to help people. Let me concentrate on my people and job. I put it in the market. And I sold it. Therefore, I put the mortgage on rent. The rent paid for my installment for the years. And what I take to do, I just on. Finally, become something I sold within 6 years. That is the kind of mortgage I want to operate for Nigerians. I want where their investment will run and become something for them. Even if they are not in Nigeria, everybody comes for 30 December. Everybody are coming for 30 December. The kind of money they are going to spend on, what do you call it, RPP or what do you call it? People call it one name. Maybe I'm big. Yes, maybe I'm big. Some of them will spend beyond that 10% that we commit to become a owner. I want you to see it and I want you to look at it carefully. And by next project I'm going to see, we want to launch the 1,000 unit Duplexe to the federal government that we are going to do. I'm not going to be interested in taking the money, but I'm going to recommend 1,000 ideas. The 1,000 Nigerians I'm talking about are your own friends who happen to be my own fellow stakeholder of Harmony Garden. Once you recommend them and tell me they have the capacity, I will approach them to apply in case if they want. But in case if they don't want, that is Harmony Renewal Hope that have to do with the federal government. If they don't want, they can go in line with Ibile personal mortgage that have to do with Harmony Garden. They are not borrowing money from any bank. Harmony Garden becomes the bank to borrow from. Harmony Garden becomes the bank they relate with. So Harmony Garden will be go the whole 5 years for them to repay. But if they want to go beyond 5 years, they want to go to 15, 20, 30 years as the federal government pledge. Automatically, I'm saying you on the platform of GoRP have a standing timing to recommend them to the federal government and said, please give this my client 30 years. 30 form, I'll take it to the minister and I will secure approval for your client. We got to with you, and that is all I have to do. I'm very much available. I thank everyone on Harmony Garden platform. The Almighty God continue to be with you. It has to do with a lot of sleepless nights from the AGM to the CPM and everyone, including the bricklayer that doesn't have access to me, including those laborers that I don't have access or prepared to know, all the drivers, everybody are not sleeping. And the Almighty God continue to be with us. My wife will not have sleepless nights. We do have a lot of facts of people. This thing doesn't supposed to look like this. This is how it should look like. I want them to bring it, but this is what the clients want. Have you discussed this with Mr. Israel? Have you discussed this with AGN and CPN? They run at the end of the day. I'm an Oyo Kano person. They are in the question. They know better than what I know. No, thanks Mr. Israel. If they couldn't be able to convince me, they will look Mr. Israel up. And you know that one, you will tell me, oh, that will not sell your market. And I want to sell. So even if I don't like it, Mr. Israel becomes the best police that can pass me and say, this is what European, you know, my people.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please DJ. Please, if you don't enjoy our CEO, please, I want us to do something for him. Video, bring it down. Sir, before I left my village, they said I will not go places. I told them I'm going to meet people. I'm going to meet CEO. Camera. So that video and I'm going together. Videos. It's clear, are we? This picture I will show the king of my village. I'm glad to see you. I'm not see people, don't worry. I'm still seeing you now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, bring it down. We're going to do this together. I believe we all enjoy this segment. Chill now, chill. We enjoy this segment, and we have our questions. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? No, we don't do option, sir. Because there is a question. Alright. We're going to take questions, but before that, I would like to hand over the microphone to Mr. Israel to manage that aspect. So, if you have any questions, maybe 2, 3, are you? 3 is okay.
Okay, look, let me just wrap up with the video. Okay, all right. So today we're officially launching this building properties here in Ibeju, Lekki, just close to the proposed Lekki International Airport, and from here to Dangotee Refinery, just about 20-minute drive. We have the Lekki Deep Seaport and even the Lekki Free Trade Zone. They are very close proximity to Lekki Aviation Town Estate here in Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos. So here we have 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. We also have a 3 and 4 bedroom terraces, and also have a 3, 4 and 5 bedroom fully detached duplex inside this estate property. And we have just few units left because there are other clients both in diasporas who have already subscribed to this estate project. So we are saying that you, be here in Nigeria or in diaspora, you can subscribe to something like this. And we also want to build a bungalow too. We also have a 3 bedroom bungalow plus BQ going for 85 million naira. And the beautiful thing about it is that bungalow, you have the opportunity to make 10% initial deposit. Then you can spread the remaining balance for up to 4 years duration. That's altogether, that's making 5 years. So, and another thing is that when you make 50% deposit for the bungalow, you can actually move in. Your key will be identified to you. So while living inside the bungalow, you can be spending only 50% for up to 4 to 5 years. So how beautiful thing is that? So that's an opportunity that this S company is giving you, assisting you, so I can make it easier for you to be a house owner here in the heart of Ibeju, Lekki. For more information, please reach out to us. My phone contact +23490 74251004. I come again +23490 74251004. My name is Joseph, and please subscribe to the channel so that you will get more updates and turn on your bell notification for updates. Thank you very much.